Now I'm gonna talk about the Newton's laws of motion. The first one is the law of inertia that we are applying on this experiment. And it's the one that states that any particle will stay at rest or in uniform rectilinear motion unless a net force is applied on it. This means that a particle can be at rest, and then if you push it or throw it, you're gonna be applying a force. Then the second law is the one that states that the force is obtained thanks of the mass of the particle times the acceleration of it. Then is the third law of motion. There is the law of action-reaction. It states that an object A applies a force in object B, and object B is going to be applying also a force in object A. This means that the two objects will be applying forces but in opposite directions.
So what we did in this experiment was that we placed a small car on top of the trunk of a bigger car, and then we pushed into a wall. And at the moment that we pushed, the small car was going in the same direction as the big car, but then when the car crashed, the big car exerted a force on the small car that changed the direction, and that's why you can see like the small car flying away on the opposite.
The way we could use the second law of motion or apply it in this experiment is by getting the force that we applied on the big car. This could be possible because of we know the formula of getting this force, which is the mass of the car of the particle that was receiving this force times the acceleration that it has during the experiment.
Well, hello, my name is Adrian Garza, and I'm going to explain to you the third law and how it is related with our experiment. Well, Newton's third law is, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. The statement means that in every interaction there is a pair of forces acting on the two interacting objects. The size of the forces on the first object equals the size of the force on the second object. The direction of the force on the first object is opposite to the direction of the force on the second object. And it is related with our experiment in the way that when the truck crashed with the wall, it bounced with the same force that it was pushed and in an opposite direction.